All right, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna be showing you guys the underhand technique. These are the tournament dodgeballs I would be using. This is the foam. These are glow in the dark dodgeballs, but we won't be playing in the dark at the tournament. So I got a bunch of dodgeballs everywhere. These foam dodgeballs are the tournament dodgeballs, but all the other dodgeballs are just here to practice, so I don't have to keep going down and back for more dodgeballs. But so I've been doing some grip training so I've been doing grip training along with, you know, the underhand training with these dodgeballs, because I'm not used to bigger dodgeballs, so I had to get the grip strength to deal with these dodgeballs. And they're going to be flying a little differently, especially the foam dodgeballs, because they're a little torn up right now, because I haven't been keeping up with them, and they've been outside for getting rained on and everything. So but usually I throw underhand most of the time, so that's what I'm practicing right now. It's getting used to the grip strength, my grip with having it underhand. I'm not aiming for a specific box right now. There's nine boxes in that net. I'm not gonna aim for a specific box. Usually I'll try to aim lower in the actual game, but I just want to get the mechanics down of throwing it underhand with a lot of speed. So to throw it underhand, kind of gotta twist the ball backwards a little bit. So imagine you're twisting the ball backwards, but you're releasing the ball forwards, is basically what you're doing when you're doing it underhand, and it allows the ball to glide a lot farther, especially if you have a hard time with getting distance on the ball. That's the dog whining right now. I don't know what he wants. But yeah, I love gliding the ball, so this allows more, I don't know, allows me to glide the ball lower to the ground, honestly. Instead of throwing an overhand, like downward like that, you can just get down yourself and then release, and then like that. So instead of the ball going from a high point to a low point, you can allow the ball to glide at a low point all the way to your target. So that's why I like the underhand technique. But that's just basically how you do it. You can see how I'm standing, you know, and then you're just twisting that ball backwards like that, and then releasing the ball forward. So twist, but you don't twist first and then throw. You're twisting into the throw, you know, twisting into the throw, and then allowing that ball to glide forward or glide through the air a lot smoother. But honestly, for any other tournament, I would be practicing overhand, because that's my weakness, is throwing the ball overhand with a accuracy and speed that I wanted to be at. But for this tournament, the balls are a little bigger, and most of the throws I do is underhand, so it just makes more sense to practice my underhand throws right now. I already know I'm gonna be decent no matter what on the overhands, but I'm gonna be always looking for those underhand throws. And I don't even have to think about it. That is my natural throw at this point, just to throwing the underhand, to be honest with you. Let me get these balls out real quick. He's gonna try to attack them. He already put a hole in one of my dodgeballs. This tournament starts way in October, so I got so many days to practice. It's currently September 14th, but the tournament doesn't start until October 23rd on a Thursday. on Thursday night. So well, all the training I'm about to do is gonna be really pay off. But the most important training is the training I do off camera, which is basically just me gripping the I mean, you could just squeeze the ball that you guys like play with. Like if you want to get better with grip strength on a dodgeball, you could just take one of the balls home or buy the same balls that they use and then just practice squeezing and releasing. Squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds, release. Or you can squeeze very hard, release very fast, squeeze very hard, release very fast. And then that squeezing very hard and releasing very fast will allow you to make one-hand catches a lot better, or it'll just improve your catching period. But yeah, squeezing dodgeballs sounds brutal, but it actually helps with getting used to the grip. Honestly, I had to research that fact. I didn't even know about that. I mean, it's common sense, but it's not something that you think about, you know, when learning how to get better grip strength. But I have one of those grip bars. You just squeeze it for your forearms and wrists and hand muscles. So that's what I've been using so far. But that's just another way to improve the grip strength. So when I'm not at home, I'm using the grip bars, and I have finger. It's like you press these little buttons. I'll show you guys next time. But you press these little buttons, and then let me try not to hit the house this time. Let's not hit the house. And then I have this little black donut that you squeeze. You can't get the ball. You can't get the ball. I'm not doing it at full speed right now. I don't really see the point, but and I also don't want to lose control because there's a beautiful house behind me, right? I mean, behind the net. But I'm just getting used to this motion, so it'll be very natural once I start. Once I pull up to the tournament, it'll be just very natural. I got 2 more dodgeballs behind you guys. Excuse me. That one curved a little bit. It's actually pretty cool, curving the ball overhand. I miss playing with the smaller 7-inch foam dodgeballs. Those are really fun to me. I heard some people don't like them because they curve so much and they don't know how to control the curve ball. So I'm definitely a fan of curve balls. So of course you're not gonna like the foam balls if you don't know how to control the curve. I'm just getting the balls routed up real quick for another go. If you're wondering why I have so many tennis balls around, it's because there's a grip technique for curving the dodgeballs. It's called pistol grip. You just like do the little pistol sign, and then that's what I've been doing with mostly I got the tennis balls from my left hand because I'm not left-handed yet, so I'm planning on being ambidextrous. But right now trying to get closer to mastering my grip strength with the foam balls right now. So for this whole tournament, for this whole practicing for the tournament, no left hand throws, even though I haven't been doing left hand throws for months. But I also got footballs to practice rotation, because a lot of dodgeball players, all they know is football, and they used throwing that football. And that was me, just playing catch all the time before playing dodgeball. So getting, you know, knowing how to throw a football with my left hand would be really good, because that's how I started with my right hand, you know. So that's what I recommend for you guys. Just want to start learning how to throw. You don't have to start learning how to throw with a dodgeball. You can start learning with any ball, because honestly, I learned how to throw softball. Like, imagine this is true, by the way. I learned how to throw softball, like the underhand, like that. I learned how to do that by just playing bowling. Because when I bowl like this. You know, I mean, you throw the softball like this, like that, but I bowl just like this all the time. So by doing all those bowling things, and I didn't do it on purpose either. That's just naturally how I started bowling growing up. And I was bowling, but way before. I was bowling while getting into the dodgeball, but I didn't know I was going to develop the skill to throw a softball like that. So, yeah. So that's. Look how that glides, backhand spin every single time. Can't wait to show you guys on a longer distance, because it's very beautiful. I can get this ball to go from one end of the basketball court to another end of the basketball court easily. There's so many throwing techniques out there. Some that no one even talk about, because I'm just the best and I just haven't talked about it yet. So I'm gonna be the first to tell you guys about all the techniques out there, all the techniques I know how to do, because there's some dodgeball throwing skills I don't know how to do. Like I can throw. You know, it's weird. I can throw a ball softball, but I'm not very consistent at that. What was that? Okay, that glided unexpectedly, but I'm not very consistent at that. So there's actual players that know how to throw the ball like a softball throw very, very fast, and it's very hard to dodge, because they're not spamming that softball throw every single time. They're throwing it overhand, side arm, and then out of nowhere you just see the arm go like this, and then you just don't know how high or how low that ball's gonna come, you know, especially with multiple people faking the dodgeball at you at a time. But yeah, I played dodgeball in Dallas, Texas before. It was a tournament. I mean, not a tournament, but it was like just recreational dodgeball. But they were throwing seriously though. A lot of high speed throwing. They were using the smaller 6-inch foam dodgeballs, which I'm also not used to throwing all the time, but I'm used to mostly 7-inch foam dodgeballs, because that's what I grew up throwing with. And then the blue dodgeballs that you see me rolling right here, they're just about 6 to 7 inches. So I just get about, yeah, get the experience with the 6 and 7 inch with the blue dodgeballs. Just depends on how much air is in the ball. Then I think these foam dodgeballs are 8-inch, or maybe just 7.5. I don't know. But yeah, I played dodgeball one time in Texas, and it was crazy, and it's kind of sucked at the time, because even though I was doing decent, I wasn't doing very good like I would usually do in a dodgeball game. but I was doing decent because I was dehydrated, and I had no leg strength under me at all. So that kind of sucked, and I had to play it off too. Like, dodgeball was way too much fun to, because even with the amount of water I was drinking, like, I wasn't feeling any better. I knew I wasn't going to feel any better until after the game. And it wasn't until the game started that I felt my legs being so dehydrated, you know? Then I realized, oh wait, I haven't drank any water all day today. As soon as I started playing dodgeball, now we don't want to move. Now my legs don't want to work. I'm gonna practice. So I do a rotation either with releasing on my index finger, or I can release on my thumb. So index finger is just a regular underhand, but then if I release it from my thumb, I call that a thumb roll, and that's a technique on its own. Thumb roll technique. It helps the ball go straight and more accurate, more straight and accurate, and I can get more rotation on the ball. It just, the only thing is, I don't really feel comfortable using that technique too much, because I might, because when I do the thumb roll, I'm not trying to curve the ball. You know, I don't know if I can curve the ball with using a thumb roll. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't practiced using the thumb roll with curving the ball, but what I did find out is I can do the thumb roll and throw the ball straight and have it glide a little farther than usual and more accurate. So I'm not gonna do the thumb roll too much. I'm not gonna put too much speed on it, because it will get a little hectic if I did that. But there's just two ways I can release underhand, either off the thumb or off my index finger. Now usually it's just off my index finger. Sometimes I release it off my thumb on accident, but when I do it on purpose, it's because I want to actually snipe somebody. Wow, that had no rotation on that one. I'll explain it better another day, but most times, since I haven't mastered the thumb roll, I know what I'm capable of for the thumb roll for right now, and that's aiming at someone who's not paying attention. So like someone, I don't know if you guys play dodgeball a lot, but there's always that time that someone is not paying attention and just has their back turned for whatever reason, or just not looking at what's in front of them. So what I do is, whoever's not paying attention, and if they're honestly, if they're not too far, I'm not doing a thumb roll. But if they're really far, I do the thumb roll, because the ball will go straight to them and not curve. Okay, but it is harder to hit farther targets when the ball is curving. So then I'll do the thumb roll when they're not paying attention. Because if I do a thumb roll, if I mess up the thumb roll, they might catch it. I don't know. You can hear the uncertainty in my voice right now, because I'm not really used to using the thumb roll that much. But yeah, I gotta master that. There's so many